Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let's start our learning and discussion today with me, Desi Putri Cahyani. The first discussion today, I will tell you about evaluation in language learning assessment. Evaluation in language learning assessments involves assessing learners' proficiency, progress, and achievement in acquiring a target language. It encompasses various methods, techniques, and criteria to measure language skills, including listening, speaking, reading, writing, and comprehension. Evaluation in language learning assessment have some methods and techniques. The first one, informal assessment, include structured tests, quizzes, exams, and standardized assessments designed to measure specific language skill and knowledge. The second one is informal assessments, include observations, interviews, self-assessments, portfolios, and peer evaluations used to gather qualitative data on learners' language performance. The last one is authentic assessments, include tasks and activities that mirror real-life language use situations such as role plays, presentations, projects, and simulations. The next discussion is about Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is like a ladder for learning. It helps teachers understand how students learn and what they understand in language learning. It's used to assess how well students understand and use language. Bloom's taxonomy has strengths and weaknesses. The strength first is clear learning goals. Bloom's taxonomy helps teachers set clear goals for language learning. The second is cognitive skills development. By using Bloom's taxonomy, students are encouraged to develop a range of cognitive skills, such as remembering, understanding, applying, and analyzing, evaluating, and creating. The last one is assessment variety. The Bloom's taxonomy offers a variety of assessment methods to evaluate language proficiency, from simple recall tasks like vocabulary quizzes to complex tasks like reading essays or giving presentations. The weaknesses of Bloom's taxonomy: the first is limited focus on language proficiency. Bloom's taxonomy was not specifically designed for language learning assessment. While it's great for assessing cognitive skills, it may not fully capture all aspects of language proficiency, such as speaking fluency, pronunciations, or communicative competence. The second one is difficulty in application. Some teachers might struggle to design tasks that align with each level of the taxonomy while also targeting language skills adequately. The last weaknesses is overemphasis on higher order thinking. Bloom's taxonomy tends to prioritize higher order thinking skills like analysis, evaluation, and creation. The next, our discussion is about a placement test. A placement test in language learning assessments is designed to determine a learner's proficiency level in a particular language. It serves as a tool to accurately place individuals into appropriate language courses or programs based on their existing skills and knowledge. A placement test has some purpose. The first one is placement tests aim to assess a learner's current language proficiency level to ensure they are placed in a course that matches their abilities. The second purpose is they help language institutions place learners into appropriate classes, ensuring that are neither overwhelmed nor bored by material that is too easy or too difficult. The last one is placement tests also inform instructors about their students' strengths and weaknesses, allowing for tailored instruction. Next discussion is about test scoring rules. In language learning assessments, test scoring rules are guidelines used to evaluate how well someone knows a language based on their performance in the test. There are seven aspects of test scoring rules. The first one is accuracy. This measures how correct the answers are. Second is fluency. Fluency assesses how smoothly and naturally the language is spoken or written. It's not just about being correct, but also how effortlessly the language is used. The third is complexity. The complexity evaluates the level of sophistication in the language used. It considers things like using advanced vocabulary, complex sentence structures, and varied grammar forms. The next is coherence and cohesion. Coherence and cohesion looks at how well the ideas are organized and connected. The next is content relevance. Content relevance checks if the answers are related to the questions or tasks. The sixth is task fulfillment. Task fulfillment assesses whether the task taker has completed all parts of the task or answered all questions as required. The last aspect is feedback. Constructive feedback is often provided to help learners understand their mistakes and improve. Our last discussion is about reliability. Reliability in language learning assessment means that the test consistently measures that it's supposed to measure, regardless of when or how it administered. It's like making sure a scale always gives you the same weight when you step on it. Reliability is essential in language learning assessments because it ensures that the results accurately reflect a person's language abilities without being influenced by random factors like test variance or reader bias. So, when creating or using language assessments, it's crucial to ensure they are reliable to make fair and accurate evaluations of language proficiency. See you!